Yo, we're back at it once again. The Night Shift Bandits with episode 2 of Loki and our review for it. It's me again, your boy Zach, and of course, two of the other bandits here with me.
Well, Thomas here, and I think we're gonna get into some stuff on this episode.
Yeah, but your boy Theo in the building. What's good? What's good?
This was a pretty good episode.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it really was.
Yep.
Yeah, and I know for me, I was definitely like surprised. Not really surprised, but more like, okay, the first episode was set up. This episode actually gave us some information.
Yeah, but the amount of information it gave was like, they're really telling us all this right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not shocked about that, only because the fact that we only got 4 more episodes to go, you know what I'm saying? So they gotta get down to the nitty gritty. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, no, I understand what you're saying, but I also thought that, you know, how Marvel has usually done things is kind of drag it out a little bit and then make the last few episodes everything that you really needed to see.
Yeah, and that's the thing there too, is the fact that I think because they have 6 episodes, we're just going to see their pacing go by faster. And to actually piggyback on what you were saying, Thomas, I was actually shocked that we found out who the person in the cloak was. I mean,
yeah,
it was Loki, but it was Lady Loki.
Yep, female Loki.
Yep.
Spoilers.
Yeah, I figured it was going to be her. I didn't think that she was going to have blonde hair.
Me neither.
That was the one thing that kind of really surprised me, was just, oh, she's got blonde hair.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm wondering why now, or if that even is actually Lady Loki.
Yeah, because I'm like, I mean, obviously, the show says that, okay, there's variants of practically every character in the Marvel Universe, right? Everybody.
Right.
So, I mean, it could be the fact that because she's a variant, the fact that she has, like, blonde hair, it's just, she could be Loki, but just different, you know? Or in her universe, Thor can have black hair, she can have blonde hair.
It could be.
Yeah.
Or she probably could have just changed her hair color, too.
I mean,
that's true.
She was in Rock's cart, so she could have changed her hair color.
Also, Rock's cart. That reminds me of Roxxon. So is that like Roxxon becoming more like Amazon?
I would say Walmart, but you're right on that too. Because I'm like, we see Roxxon everywhere, but it's just they just have a passive presence.
Yeah.
Like even like in the spin-off, well, I don't want to call them spin-off TV shows, like what was it, Cloak and Dagger? I think they were in.
Oh yeah, they were in Cloak and Dagger for a little bit.
In the original MCU, I think we see them a couple of times, or at least they're mentioned.
And I think they were mentioned in these latest Spider-Man movies too.
Yeah. So, like, that's the one consistent thing, I guess, between both the canon and non-canon MCU movies and TV shows is Roxxon.
Okay.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Roxxon's going to be taking over the world, like Amazon and Walmart. Oh, man.
I felt that.
I pray for that world. I pray for that world.
I felt that as you said it. You were like, "Ah, shit, this is depressing."
Yeah. But this episode was not depressing. It was very interesting. Seeing Loki actually having to put the work in to try to find himself.
Yep.
Yeah. And the thing, at the end of the day, like, it's still, I'm glad that you don't really know what he's up to, or like where his allegiances lie. Obviously, he's an anti-hero at this point. Like,
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, at this point he is. So, I mean, there's no question in that. But you still see him trying to figure this stuff out and see what all this stuff really means. And you can even see like the gears turning as he keeps asking Owen Wilson, like, "Oh, can I see the timekeepers? Oh,
Yep.
if I complete this, what am I going to get like rezzed?" Oh, I'm sorry, we're not talking about Tron. What was the word that they used? Erased or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it began with a P though, but it was something like that. Yeah,
or something like that.
like
Prune.
Prune. There you go. Yeah, prune.
Okay.
Yeah.
I used the res like I'm sorry guys. I went back to Tron.
Yeah.
Res. I love Tron. But yeah, like you can see him trying to scheme up something. You're just not even sure what it is, really.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, like he was trying to. He's all for self, of course, but still trying to play the part / figure out, where all this is going and what's all this about. Like the conversation he had with Owen Wilson's character, as far as everybody having free will,
Yeah. Which
and then
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. What that was kind of telling me, or what it had me ask is, how come all of this isn't part of the plan or the time? I don't know how to say it, but yeah, I'll say part of the plan. Part of the plan. Yeah, if Loki's not supposed to, get the Tesseract and do what he did and end up there, how come this isn't all part of the grand scheme of things? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, why is this a deviant or a variant of anything? You know what I'm saying? Because the way that Owen Wilson's character made it seem is like everything had a beginning and an end, and how come this isn't all part of it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's what I thought he was going around or getting around to, but I don't know, which we still could probably say that too. But hey, that's something that they had me ask or wonder or ponder about. So
it did give me kind of a, why are you pruning off these other timelines that are, timelines? Why not just have them grow?
Exactly.
And they didn't really explain why they needed to be pruned off.
Exactly. They never really elaborated on any of that.
But they do tell us in the first episode that there was a war because of all the multiverses clashing. And then, it all became one timeline.
Yeah. Like they literally destroyed all the multiverses, recreated everything. Which actually stands in line with the Marvel universe in the comics.
It does. Heavily.
Yeah, because what did they say in Secret Wars? This is like the 8th iteration of the Marvel universe.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Mm-hmm. So it actually like draws from that a little bit.
Yeah.
And it just seems like that they're just pulling certain things because again, the TVA or TVG or whatever.
It's TVA.
TVA.
It seems like they barely have a presence in the comics. Like after watching Rob's videos and watching other YouTubers talk about it, it seems like they don't have much of a presence in the comics.
They barely exist, and it's because what's the point of them actually going and cleaning things up if it's not going to damage time?
Right. And I think even at that point, they got like the Beyonders to take care of that. Because to be honest with you, the Beyonders and Secret Wars.
I mean, that's very true. Well, what if the TVA is just and I haven't seen those videos, so I don't know really anything about the TVA in the comics. But I'm thinking they take care of the smaller variants that would actually cascade into something bigger, while the Beyonders and other Celestials, they're the ones that go ahead and just handle like, okay, nope, this is too big for y'all to handle. I got this.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say because even the videos I've watched, like with Rob, for example, like he literally had to scrap for like just even the smallest details for TVA.
Okay.
And it just seemed like, there wasn't that much on them.
Right. I definitely understand it.
Yeah.
They're not really needed.
Yeah. No, they're not. Like, they're literally... because you have so many other cosmic beings out there, and they're much more interesting. And on top of that, time travel can get wonky anyway.
Yeah.
If you don't write it correctly. So you probably have some writers who don't even want to bother writing it.
Yeah, I was trying to think of this episode, like how would this play out in a comic? Mm-hmm. And so I don't think it would play out well in a comic at all. I really don't. I think they have it right with it being an episode or a live action or however you want to, say it. But like, yeah. So so the TVA does exist in the comics? Yeah. I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
Okay, I've never heard of them until, so I've never heard of them until now or last week, technically.
I heard of them a long time ago, but there wasn't anything really about them, so I just only know the name TVA.
In all
yeah, they were.
Go ahead.
Yeah, they were never. They were. No, I'm sorry too. All I'm gonna say is they weren't even a blip on my radar. Go ahead.
Yeah.
See. My bad.
I was just gonna say they're pretty much what the Guardians of the Galaxy were before the movie.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You have very few Guardians, like original Guardians of the Galaxy fans. And then when the movie came out, pretty much the Guardians just became the movie iterations.
When the movie was coming out, a lot of people were like, "Oh my god, who are the Guardians of the Galaxy?" And I was like, "Oh, you mean Star-Lord and Drax and I think Gamora with Rocket Raccoon?" And they were like, "Oh, how do you know those characters? They've existed for years."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
and to that credit, I did hear. I've heard of them. You know what I'm saying? I was just never interested in those guys. But yeah, TVA I had never heard of, like ever. And I've been around comics since 87 per se, maybe 86, 88, somewhere in there. But yeah, never heard of TVA. Well, go ahead. I need to cut you off.
No, it's cool. They've just been around for years, so I just known about them, and a lot of people were just flabbergasted that they were even that old. Like, they thought this was just a completely new idea. So it kind of gives me, I don't know where I was going with that.
I mean, I guess I could help finish that off. I guess unless you were reading those comics, like space comics, which I think nobody was really reading, because if you really think about it, all the characters in space, like Nova, the Guardians of the Galaxy, fucking Starbrand, I think his name is. You really don't know.
Oh yeah, the Starbrand.
Yeah. So unless you were reading that, I don't think you would have came across them. Not as much.
Well, okay, that is very true. A lot of people were reading more of the superhero side and not the cosmic side of DC or the supernatural side of DC.
Yeah. Or Marvel.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, not DC. Marvel.
Before we piss off everyone on the internet.
Wow. I need to go ahead and just commit spooku for that.
No, you'll be fine.
So it's not that serious. At least not that.
Look, anime is cartoons, right? So Marvel.
That's true.
DC.
I mean, they both have literally said that they are on the other side of the source wall from each other. I don't understand why people don't just accept it.
No. Refusal. But
yeah,
they don't want to give in. But
they don't.
So question. What do you think old girl did? Like,
you mean?
Wait, what? Say it again now.
What do you think old girl did? Lady Loki.
Or who we assume to be Lady Loki.
Right.
Towards the end there. I think she opened up the multiverse. That's what I think she did. Yep, she opened it back up. Or if not opened it back up, created new ones. Because we saw that one line have many branches. And I do mean many branches. Like, I couldn't even count, but I saw like at least about 12 what it looked like from what they saw on the computer monitor.
Yeah, there were quite a few.
There was a lot.
Yeah, quite a few. Yeah, a whole lot. Yeah. So,
I
mean, it was. it was enough to get everybody in a damn uproar / panic. Like, oh, this is big. We gotta go and move. So yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, like that definitely did something. Like it created multiple timelines. I don't know if she just popped those in random timelines and just said, "Okay, fuck it, we're just gonna make multiple ones," or what? Because
and what are those exactly? What are those devices? Do you?
Those devices were to basically snip off the timeline right then and there.
Yeah.
So it's a bomb that basically just disintegrates the time.
The time. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So by her putting those in
Yeah.
timeline, they create them or something now, or like
I think what they're doing is actually setting those off in the timeline, like the main time, the sacred timeline, to cut it off at certain points. But I'm not sure if that's the actual plan.
So it's based off like what? Because I mean, we know they're bombs, right? Let me. My prediction is that.
Yeah.
She may have. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, not. I'm sorry to cut you off again. Because I saw at the beginning of the episode when they went into the tent, I guess, and then that first team got killed or attacked or whatever, and then they hit the little bomb, and then anything the bomb touches that wasn't supposed to be in that timeline got erased, right? That's what it did, if I'm not mistaken, right? And so I'm trying to figure out how those bombs are used to create other timelines, if they're made to destroy timelines or made to destroy things that are supposed to be in that time. So I don't know. So that's where I'm baffled.
That's actually where my prediction comes in at. Because I think she probably have done that. So she probably set those bombs to go off in different parts of the sacred timeline to blow up.
Yeah.
Of the main timeline, of the one that they're already.
Yeah.
The one that everybody's already in right now. Okay.
Yeah, that's the sacred timeline. So you're thinking the same thing. I'm thinking, I guess, Zach, she put them at different points in the timeline to just kind of break it up.
Yeah.
And it could be at those very points where a Nexus event could have happened, and therefore creating more timelines.
Exactly. So pretty much undoing with one foul swoop what the timekeepers are trying to keep.
To keep from being done. Oh.
So this Loki is trying to restart the multiverse.
She's trying to restart the multiverse. And we know it's gonna happen. I mean, hell, we got 2 movies that are now confirmed.
Oh yeah.
Somewhat confirmed
I mean, Spider-Man and Doctor Strange.
Yeah, his movie is called The Multiverse of Madness or something like that, right? So.
Yeah, and they said that in the first episode too.
Yeah, it's a mad movie.
Oh yeah, they did that.
Yeah, it was Miss Minutes. She said this. There was all this madness in the multiverse.
The multiverse. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, true.
Also, she's a recurring character.
Yeah, bro. If you're gonna get Tara Strong, she better be recurring.
Oh, exactly. I like that she's a recurring character who is alive yet not alive, and she is the Schrodinger's cat.
Yes, she is. Quite literally. And the cool thing about like that character is the fact that it's an assistant. Now I kind of want that character to follow Loki around.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's just nice to have a character like that who Loki can play off of. But
yeah, that would be awesome.
But I know they probably won't do that too much because again, you have to build up the chemistry with Owen Wilson and Loki. So we'll see. I really do dig Miss Minutes, which is her name. So,
but, Miss Minutes is great.
But as I was watching this, and this would be my final point, which actually goes into what I'm going to say. As I was watching it, I'm noticing that like while there are questions like WandaVision, we don't have as many, and there aren't that many branches. Like
I find that interesting because we're dealing with timeline.
Yeah.
And how many different branches there are.
Exactly. Yep.
Which is kind of like the inverse. No. It's kind of like what their conversation was. Like, some people look at everything as this whole big thing, and some people bring it down to just like the very simplistic parts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I felt like that's what they were doing here. Just bringing it down to the simplistic parts. Like, it's time travel, and and they're making it like actual time travel. Like, they're establishing rules and everything. So it's gonna be a bit complicated, but I feel like they're simplifying it as much as they can, and they're giving simple explanations for certain things, which is good and very difficult to do. But I do find myself not having much to talk about in these episodes. Like, not saying that that's a bad thing, but they do a good job of explaining how time travel works in this universe and what the rules are. And I don't know if it's because of the first 2 episodes or what, or we just haven't really delved into the meat and potatoes of this series, which is understandable because we're on episode 2 out of 6.
Now you got me hungry. Meat and potatoes.
That do sound good right now, actually. A nice stew, if you will. But damn it, Theo, now you got me thinking about that. Shit, that may be dinner for the week.
But yeah, we still got 4 more episodes to go, man.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking they're gonna, like I was saying before, they're gonna get down to the nitty gritty. Loki, male Loki went off with female Loki, as we were talking about before we recorded, and I am really curious to see where this goes. How many Lokis are we gonna meet, and what's gonna take place between this male and female Loki? That's what I kind of thought. I mean, we still have 4 more episodes to go, but I thought we were gonna at least be introduced to more than one. Right, kind of like right off the bat, like, oh, all these Lokis are doing this, but it's just so far it's just one Loki that's creating chaos. Go ahead, bro.
They kind of did that with showing like the different variants on Loki's chest.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, yo. That's yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Once I saw that, I was like, oh, so we're not going to see like them in real life. We're just going to see the main Loki that we're after. Okay, got it.
Yeah, but I was a little disappointed. I was hoping I wouldn't mind seeing a few more. I wouldn't mind seeing at least 1 or 2 more. I would. So, just at least give me 1 or 2 more.
Yeah, that would be cool. Like, I would love to see, even if it's just like, let's say a cameo appearance, or he just runs into one. Let's like just have fun seeing different iterations of Loki. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm surprised we haven't run into any other ones in one of these apocalypses that they're running around in.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying too. Like, why is it just the one? Not why is it just the one, but how come? I guess I'm saying the same exact question, but yeah, how come a couple of Lokis haven't teamed up or whatever? But whatever.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Or maybe they have a League of Lokis.
Oh,
League of Lokis. LOLs.
Yeah. That's all it's for.
And that's the perfect like acronym for them. LOL.
Would he be a league or a legion?
A legion of Lokis.
A legion of Lokis, League of Lokis. League sounds, I don't know, either way, the same difference.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Got it.
You get.
I'm sorry to interrupt Theo, but imagine, right, the Justice League theme song and the intro, except instead of it being the Justice League, it's just Loki's.
Oh, that'd be great.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah. I'm real curious to see what these 2 Lokis are gonna scheme, conjure up, or whatever.
I have a prediction.
What's up?
So I'm thinking that the Loki that we are following is going to go with her to try to find out what she's doing to report back to the TVA. I don't think this is a double cross. I think this is a part of his plan to try to gain their trust.
Yeah, I think, but I want, and also, it's not a double cross, but I also think he's also thinking for self as well, because he had no idea any of this existed until now. So yes, he's doing it for them, but I think he's also doing it for himself, because this Loki, or female Loki, knew what was up. He does not. So he's going to try to find out everything he can from her to better himself and to help out the TVA.
Yep.
Yep, I definitely agree in that. And in all honesty, it's definitely showing that you can't go by the book with this. Like, when you're dealing with Loki, especially the bad Loki, who's already proven to be devious, you can't go by the book. So I'm actually, which, it's predictable. I'm glad that Loki's just doing his own thing. Like, okay, your way has not worked. You already had, maybe 3, 4, 5 squads dead already.
Exactly.
Your way is not working.
Exactly.
Nope.
Yeah.
Which they
try another way.
Which they have shown, for it not to work in Pompeii.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've shown that, hey, we can stay within the rules, but not as strictly. As long as we don't leave any traces, we'll be good. Which, again, is a rule of time travel.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it seems like they're. It seems like they're melding in all 3 different forms of time travel.
Yeah.
And just making it fit where they need it to fit.
Yeah.
But still staying within those 3 rules. It's very interesting. I like it.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, if you're not a good writer, or if your writing isn't as tight in regards to time travel, it can be a giant mess.
Oh yeah, I'm looking for plot holes right now in the time stream.
Yeah,
and I have not found any yet.
And
that are significant.
And the thing is, people side at the fact that they use time travel to fix the events in Endgame. So, and I think that's everyone's one big criticism about Avengers Endgame is the fact that they use time travel.
I mean, time travel could have literally fixed everything before that, but then we would have definitely had involvement with the TVA anyway, and it would have branched off to this anyway, dealing with more time. Once you introduce...
Exactly.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Once you introduce time travel, you literally have nowhere else to go, so you might as well keep using time travel in different and interesting ways.
Yeah.
And they're just doing that.
Yeah, not to interrupt you. But
no, that was it.
And the thing is, they're doing it creatively, at least in the TV show. Hopefully they stay on that track for the next 4 episodes. I'm hoping and praying that they do. But yeah, I really want them to just keep that tight writing. You know what I'm saying? And you already have the rule set. You don't need anything else. Just leave it at that.
Yep.
It's
not broke.
Yep.
It was not broke. Don't fix it. Keep it. Keep it going up.
I do wonder if they're going to, when they introduce mutants, are they ever going to introduce the Custodian?
And remind us who that is again?
Oh, it's the Time Custodian. He was in the animated series.
Okay.
He was this really crazy dude who was, I think he actually was one of the timekeepers. Okay. But he was just kind of like this crazy janitor that kept time clean.
Wow.
Just the word crazy janitor.
Yeah, that's exactly what he was.
Crazy.
You're the crazy janitor.
I can't explain them any other way. When you see those episodes, you're just like, oh, yep, that's exactly who that guy is.
Look, Thomas, not all janitors are crazy, okay?
No, not all janitors are crazy. Just him and Willie.
Just that one.
Yeah.
That one and Old Tom from high school. Old Tom. You never had, okay, before I say this, I respect all janitors. They're dope as fuck, and they know everything. They're actually pretty cool people. But you never had that one janitor that just looked slightly weird in school?
No.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
I always had that one that just looked like he'd been through some shit.
No. Never had that at all.
Yeah, but the thing was that he was the coolest motherfucker around. Like, he'd been through some shit, but he knows some shit.
I believe it. Just
Yeah.
man, I've never had that experience. All the janitors that I've known, all were pretty cool. All were
Oh, hell yeah.
like, they didn't look like they've been through some shit. They was just like, yeah, you know, life is life.
Hey, like, I'm here at this point, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
no, I've had those too, right? But I don't know. In my experience, I've always had that one that was just like, okay, what have you been through in your life, you know?
Yeah.
But no, it was. But I mean, I guess to bring it back over to Loki. I mean, overall, the second episode was good. They're keeping consistent. I may have a bit of a bias because I do love my magic characters, but hey, shit, it was a great episode. And hey, I'm not.
Yeah.
I even criticized parts of WandaVision to some extent. And if Loki starts tripping, then I'll criticize Loki. But right now, I mean, so far so good.
Far so good. Took the words out of my mouth. Yep.
My only complaint with this series is Owen Wilson's speaking pattern.
Oh, really? Oh, he's not Owen Wilson in it up?
Yeah. It's not his normal speaking pattern. So it's like, wait, he can just talk normally?
Did he say wow?
I think he did.
Did he do it in the Owen Wilson?
No, I don't think he did. I don't think he did it yet.
No, I don't think so. Nope, not yet.
Oh my god. Can we get please? Okay, I swear, if Loki doesn't have him say wow at least once. No, 5 times.
5 times, damn.
We've got 4 more episodes.
Yeah, got 4.
Well, I guess we better get started, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I have to say.
That's my only complaint.
Yeah. I guess that's now my complaint, and the fact that Lady Loki's hair isn't black. But again, I'm not really someone who wants to stay married to the comics, but I just want it to be consistent, because Loki's hair is black, so why can't her hair be black? Come on.
Yeah, I mean, but she also could just be changing her hair color.
Yep, like I said earlier. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was in Amazon, Roxcorp or Roxcart.
Yeah.
So, yeah, true. But, I mean, I'm pretty much done. And, yeah, like with WandaVision, I'm looking forward to next week.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
this has made me more interested in the rest of the series, so
yeah,
keep going.
Yeah. And I love my wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff.
Oh, yeah, this is also, like, so good right now.
Yeah.
Having to deal with time travel.
Yeah, true.
And them setting, like, ground rules, because in Endgame, they set some rules for that method of time travel. Now they're setting ground rules for time travel in general.
Yeah.
For their universe.
Yeah.
As universes.
Yeah, which is cool, because I'm like, at this point, you might as well just establish those rules now that we've introduced time travel, now that we're going to introduce the multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, yeah, we need to start establishing some rules if we're going to start visiting other timelines and multiverses.
True. Because we got to have a Spider-Verse movie. Because we had one Into the Spider-Verse. Now we need to have one. Oh, I can't wait till that movie comes out.
Ooh, it's going to be a good movie.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. I hope they don't lean too heavily into it, like what they did with Into the Spider-Verse.
I hope it doesn't just take place in one universe.
Yeah. I'm hoping that we get to see like certain Spider-Men in that movie. But I'm still hoping it's still going to be Tom Holland's movie. Again, similar to Into the Spider-Verse, where it was still Miles Morales' movie.
Yeah.
That's all I'm hoping for.
Yeah. I would have liked to see Miles, like, figure all this stuff out while traveling through the multiverse, and then coming back home and being the Spider-Man.
Yeah, that would be dope as fuck. But we'll see what happens.
Yes, we will.
But yeah, did you guys have anything else you want to say? Because I'm all done.
Nope.
No, I'm good. I'm good to go.
Okay. All right, I'm going to do the plugs. So, if you love us, which you should, why wouldn't you? Because we're awesome. Definitely hit up the Night Shift Bandits podcast on anywhere you get your podcast at this point, just type in the Night Shift Bandits. Definitely hit us up on social
Don't forget
media.
the hyphen.
Oh yeah, the hyphen. So it's Night Shift. Wait, no, it's then Night-Shift, then Bandits. It's like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Things like that. Spider-Man. Or Spiders Man, if you like that guy. Anyway.
Ugh.
Spiders Man is great. Hush. Anyway. Definitely hit us up on social media. I believe I said, Facebook, Instagram. Obviously, YouTube if you're listening to us on YouTube. Definitely hit us up on Patreon. Subscribe to our Patreon. We're going to have some nice content for that going up soon. If you don't want to commit to a monthly subscription, we do have the GoFundMe up right now. So the link to that actually is going to be in our description. Actually, starting with our last podcast in the 90s. So definitely check that out. And then from there, you just provide us with money. Or if you don't have the money to do that, watching us helps out as well. Definitely subscribe, like, follow us everywhere you can. That helps support.
And share us too.
Share us as well, please. Yeah, we have to feed Brian.
Yeah, he's a hungry boy.
Brian's a hungry boy. If you want to hear more about Brian and his sexy voice, listen to our podcast, The Night Shift Bandits. Also, if you love relationship stuff, definitely hit up our other podcast, Perspective Discussions. I'm normally the host on that one, but the other Night Shift Bandits have appeared on there, if not once or twice, maybe 10 times at this point.
Something like that.
Something like that.
And then we're definitely going to be doing some crossovers very, very soon because, we like more than nerdy stuff. We have lives.
Mm-hmm.
So we have opinions about relationships and culture and all of that.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
Yeah, we've all been in one at least. So.
Yeah, and similar to the Night Shift Bandits, same social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube coming soon, and of course the GoFundMe. Of course, there's a joint GoFundMe between the Night Shift Bandits and Perspective Discussion. So that's it. That's all.
All right. Thanks for joining us.
We'll catch you all next week, and don't forget to watch Loki before you tune into us.
Exactly. Watch Loki, because I will put a giant spoiler warning on this title. So definitely watch out for that. But hey,
yeah.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for listening. And yeah. Take care of yourself. Take care of others. Have a great day.
Peace.
Peace out.
Later.